Hello everyone, my family. I'm here once again in the morning, going to hopefully indulge in some information that I have come across just yesterday. I had a little experience and I need to share it with all of you. So today's video is going to be how to cure constipation. This juice that I'm about to make is something that came to me yesterday. I literally was just driving in my car and my body was like, this is what I need. And I came home and I made it and it did wonders for me. I'm on day 6 of juice feast or fast. So my body has been getting no solid food in it for 6 days. And about a month ago, I did do an 18-day water fast. So my body is in a current state that is a little different than the average person, but I know this juice will help anyone. And the majority, the foundational cause for sickness in today's society is from our bowels not moving correctly. It is from stagnant, poor energy inside of us, in our intestines, and it is from constipation. So please give this juice a try if you need something moved within inside of you. And we're going to go to church here, okay? It's Sunday morning and most of the world is going to church in a place or a particular building, but the church is found inside of us. Church is our bodies. So we're gonna create a temple fitting of a divine spirit, which is our creator, which is the overall consciousness that holds our existence together. So this juice that I'm about to create moved some very dark matter out of me yesterday. Like I said, I've been on a juice feast for 6 days, and this juice alone moved some very, very old, morbid stuff out from inside of me. It dislodged something that I have been looking to get out for a long time. And I had a total emotional going through of it all, and I kind of understood what happened, and it was I was very blessed to get that out of me, and there's a lot more in me. So most of us need to understand that we have so much inside of us that has to come out. So let's get going. What we need for this juice is this is gonna make 2 quarts of juice. Okay, this is gonna make 3 lemons. We need 3 lemons. We need 3 apples. We need grapes. We need spinach, and we need prune juice. Okay, so now this prune juice is not the best thing. The best thing to do for the prune juice is to soak prunes overnight, okay? And then you can even soak them for 24 hours, and then you use that juice, and you can actually use a good Vitamixer or blender, and you can turn it into a puree, and then you just filter out the juice. But this is organic, 100% pure prune juice. This is what I used, and it worked wonders, but I am going to experiment with actually making my own pure prune juice. So I have about 20 minutes with you guys before my camera shuts off, so we're going to get going here. Let's start off with the cause of constipation. So the cause of constipation, in my experience and the information that I have found, is, well, first thing is dehydration. Most of us, we drink a ton of water, but we're not hydrating ourselves on a cellular level. And when I started to hydrate my body on a cellular level through juicing, it's feeding our cells on a level that water cannot reach. And when we feed ourselves on a regular level, the old dead cells within our body are going to need to leave us. They're going to want to leave us, and they're going to start dislodging out of our system. And these old dead cells hold bad emotions, they hold the past, they hold a lot of things that need to be removed. And this causes so much suffering in our life, and we don't even know it. That's the thing. We're blind to how good we can feel. Most of us think, and I, we're all at different levels on this. Even I don't know how good I can feel from where I'm at. But if you would have asked me 2 years ago how good I can feel, I thought I was feeling good 2 years ago. 2 years ago, if you were to ask an average person, I was the guy that still people would go to and ask health questions, what they should eat, exercise, all that kind of stuff. And I was a mess. I was a freaking sick individual. And people still were asking me, because I was a physically fit individual, quote unquote. People looked at me as the type of guy to ask for health questions, because we all relate health to the physical body, because this world's so obsessed with how the physical body looks. But you can have a six-pack abs and all the muscles going out, formed like a Ken doll. You could be an extremely sick individual. And I was kind of on that plane. So when I started to wake up, it was a very, very hard process, and there was a lot of things that I did to wake up. It wasn't just like I did one thing. It was a complete reboot of my mind, body, and spirit. And when I let go of my physical body and I started to lose weight, and I had to lose my muscle it took me years, and I was in the military. I was 185 pounds, 7% body fat. I was a pretty, quote unquote, to the world standards, fit individual. I'm down to 164, 165 pounds now after my fast and the way that I eat now, because that muscle, that weight, that intestinal garbage that was inside of me from all the bad food I was eating and the bad emotions and everything I was carrying around inside of me, that had to go away. So I've never felt so good in my entire life, and I've learned a lot in the past couple of years when I went down this path, which is why I'm here. I used to carry machine guns around in Afghanistan, and now I'm carrying around juicers. So I hope you guys bear with me here. I'm about to make this juice, and here we go. So we got some spinach, we got grapes. This is a whole, let me show you the size of grapes. This many grapes, guys. Okay, like a container. Let's see, this is 2 pounds of grapes. Okay, grapes are a beautiful, beautiful detoxifying fruit. They're grapes, watermelon. I mean, grapes have a ton of antioxidants in it. We got spinach, we got apples, and we have lemons, and then we're gonna cut it with this prune juice. So here we go. Okay, we're gonna boot this thing up. And I always start with the leafy greens. Okay, I'm gonna start with the leafy greens. What I like to do is I grab a huge handful of spinach and I turn it into a really tight ball. All right, and I just shove it, try not to lose anything. Shove it down in there. I use a lot of spinach, guys, for this juice, because this worked for me yesterday. This is medicine, guys. The laxative industry in this country is $1 billion industry with a B. So this world is constipated, and going to take a laxative and shove in your body filled with a chemical to make you go to the bathroom, it's just not right. All right, this is not right. We have food that we can put in our body that if we give it the right environment, it will get the pipes working again. All right? From all the years of medications that most people are on, taking ibuprofen. When I was in the military, and the past couple years of all the injuries I had, I used to take ibuprofen like Skittles. I was on antibiotics. I had a ton of vaccines put in my body. My gut was still really messed up. And the only thing that matters in my life to me right now is repairing it, because our gut is our mind. So this is about it for spinach. And like, if you guys want measurements with this stuff, guys, you just gotta flow with it. You know, you just gotta, whatever you think is needed. So now we're gonna go with some lemons, alkalizing to the body. Oh boy, I need to put a towel over that. These centrifugal juicers tend to spit at you, so you gotta, I cover mine up with a towel. Anyway, so here we go. Getting some apples in here. Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Here we go with some grapes. I just put the whole thing in there, stems and all. Grapes make a ton of juice. All right. Make sure I don't overflow here. I'm almost done. All right, perfect. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so this is what I do. I take that juice there, okay? So once again, this mixture made, is there a measurement on this? Okay, this made about 34 ounces of juice. That was 2 pounds of grapes, 3 apples, 3 lemons, and about 4 or 5 big handfuls of spinach. Guys, when you drink this juice, this is how I did it yesterday, and I'm gonna just mix this up here. Okay, this isn't something, the first batch that I drank, like the first quart, all right, I did not sip. I like drank on an empty stomach pretty quick. Like, I didn't want to shock my system. I wanted to see how my body took to this stuff, but I drank it quick, okay? And let me tell you what, I drank a gallon of this yesterday. A gallon. I fasted all day on this mixture that I'm showing you right here. And the first quart that I drank in probably 15 minutes. Okay? So now I'm gonna cut this. Okay? So I fill this quart about half. Like that. That's more like just over a third, all right? And then I'm gonna cut this one too. So I'm gonna make these even here. All right, there we go, okay? Now I'm just gonna fill these glasses up with the fruit juice that I made. It's that simple, okay? Look at this. This is liquid medicine for your body, guys. Look at that. Perfect. 2 quarts. Okay? So you take 1 quart of the vegetable juice that I just juiced, and then the other quart is this prune juice. So this is half a gallon sitting here in front of me. All right? So what we have to realize is, when we find the love for ourselves inside, we take the time out of our day that most of us on the weekend, when we work all week, we don't want to take the time out of our life to juice and prepare food. We'd rather run out and quick buy something quick. But when we cook our food, when we prepare our food, remove the cooking out of that sentence. When we prepare our food, it's taking control of our life. And when I realized this, the kitchen is my favorite place to be. Now, I spend hours in here since I have come out of my fast about last month and a half, or about a month and a half ago, and I had a psychological change kind of in what I put in my body. I went out and I redid my entire kitchen. All right, if you see these shelves that I put up, they used to be cabinets, and I put a lot of work into making my kitchen more functional. Okay, I went out and I bought a bunch of equipment. I got a Vitamixer, and I got a couple machines to make my life more easy, because now, once again, the most important thing to me is what I put in my body, and what I can make food for other people and prepare food for other people. And I'm joining the fight in raising the consciousness of this planet, because where I used to be and where I am now is a night and day difference, and food is the baseline for the physical body. And when we take the physical body and we enhance it, the higher consciousness that can then come into our bodies. Our bodies cannot support a higher consciousness if it is not a pure place. It's like if we have a plate on our hands and we want to put 100 pounds on it, if our hand isn't strong enough, it can't support it. But we got to build our hand up to be able to support the weight that we're pulling on. It's the same thing for our bodies. We have to build our bodies up to be able to support the higher intelligence that is out there for us, that we're innately designed with. But we come into this world, and everything that we're taught and everything that we see and everything that we do is the opposite direction of that we should be going. A couple things that I've learned in my life up until this point, and one of the most profound things that I can say, is that the truth is never given to us. It's not. In a perfect world, in the golden age as they call it, the truth, we live the truth. We live the truth of natural design in the presence of God every day. But we are not in the golden age. This is the dark age. We have fallen very far from how we were designed to be. And nature is the key. Nature. And when I say that the truth is not given to you, if the truth is being publicly just thrown in your face every single day, it's not the truth. Or if information is being thrown to you, it's not the truth. As you start to seek, you will find individuals in your life with truth for you to find your own path, the rehabilitation, health, and higher consciousness, vitality, and everything that you're looking for to better yourself. So dig deeper. Try to prove all the information wrong that you're finding. All the information that I'm giving you, prove it wrong. What helped me along my path is I am not the type of person for scientific evidence or research. You can use science as a tool, but most of the studies and all these things out there, they're always funded by people, and you're just never going to find the truth, in my opinion, from a scientific study. Because the thinker think and the prover proves. Somebody's gonna think something up, and there'll be somebody to prove it. So I considered myself a science experiment. I want to find my own truth. So I actually went out and I did a bunch of things, and people thought I was crazy. I still do some things, but they have helped me so much because I found people's testimonies and I found knowledge of people. And when I started to find certain information, it was like a spark was going off inside, and I knew it to be truth. So I tried it. If I have 100 people trying something and it works for those 100 people, and I see that their lives have changed, and I see that glow in their skin and the glow in their eyes, and I can see what they were before and I see what they were after, and they're speaking truth, and what they're speaking is kind of going against the grain in society, hey, that's kind of on point, because the grain of society is sickness, and we look to everyone else for answers. People that lead you inside of your own self is my teachers have never spoken that they're the leader, that they're the teacher. They have taught me to look inside of my own self to find my own answers and reach that divine consciousness within us. And there's information that is limitless. So, anyway, I don't know where all that came from. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and share, because I'm just trying to join the fight. The good fight. And pull people away from the darkness that can kind of pull us down. And remember that our bowels, our stomach, is very, very important. And if we are not going to the bathroom, a lot of dark, bad things are backed up inside of us. So please, living food, vibrant colors, beautiful juices, beautiful vegetables and fruits. These are beautiful energy coming into our body. So I am going to drink one of these today. And I cheers to all of your health. And I cheers to all of your vitality. And I hope you have a great day. This tastes like medicine. So, please, my people, take care of yourselves. Then we take care of the world. Thank you.